So, Fastrak Flex, I keep it in my little pocket here. Hello and welcome YouTube. Today's video is going to be all about the Fastrak and everything you need to know, some of the frequently asked questions. If you're in the Bay Area and you're driving a lot, especially during rush hour, you're going to want to know all this information. You're probably going to want a Fastrak. Now, if you're afraid of the government tracking you and as well as like public records and all that other stuff, you might not want a Fastrak, because every time you do use a Fastrak, it does record that information, the time of day, when you used it, what vehicle you were in. They might take a picture of your car, but that's how most transponders today work. So that's just the reality of it. What you're looking at right now on your screen, on the big screen, is one of the original Fastraks. There was a one before that, and as you see, the one I'm holding in my hand is the Fastrak Flex. This is the new revised one. The revised one allows you to set it to 1, 2, and 3 persons. 3 persons also works for if you have a clean vehicle, or like me wearing my motorcycle jacket. You see here I just pulled out. There's a new Fastrak as well, Fastrak Flex, that's even smaller. These are 2 separate units. You can get up to 3 transponders per account. If you lose one, you get stolen, something like that, there is a $20 fee you have to pay. Or, for example, with me, I have these 2 and I have a third one. I don't know where the third one is. It's in my house somewhere. Rather than setting it as lost or stolen and losing $20, I just haven't reported it stolen. But that's another story. If it does get stolen, though, you risk that people are going to put charges on it. Okay, so Fastrak Flex, I keep it in my little pocket here, inside pocket. They say keep it on your outside pocket. It doesn't really matter as long as you're not wearing like 20 layers. On a car, you can put it on your dashboard. It comes with Velcro. It's very easy to do. Set the indicator on whatever mode you want. If you're on a motorcycle, set it on 3+. The one on that I keep in my motorcycle, the small one, I just keep it on 3+, keep in my pocket at all times. It allows you to use this on all the bridges in the Bay Area, including the Golden Gate Bridge, the Bay Bridge. You also get to use it for San Francisco airport parking, and you also get it to use on the new. They have these Fastrak flex lane. Here's an example of the express lane. As you see there, to run the whole stretch right there, it's about $2. To just go to the next exit, they're offering you 50 cents. But if you see there, it says HOV 2+. So as long as you have at least 2 people in your car, or if you're a motorcycle, you set it to 3+, or you drive like a Tesla and you have a clean vehicle sticker, you set it to 3+ as well. You get to use this lane as much as you want during rush hour, anytime, for free. Just make sure you have that Fastrak. If you don't have a Fastrak, you will get a bill in the mail. Moving along, how do you get started with Fastrak? Well, you can either contact them directly, go to the website fastrak.com, fill out an application, they will mail you a transponder. It's usually pretty fast, within a couple of days. Otherwise, they have this little retail map of retail stores that have it. It's primarily Safeway, Walgreens, and Costco, but you can see here there's a couple yellow pieces. The yellow pieces are like airports and Amtrak stations. But if you click down here to Fastrak Flex, you notice that if you want the flexible version, there's only certain stores that are going to carry it. So you notice there's a lot less dots on this map when I clicked Fastrak Flex. So if you need the Flex version, you can go into a Safeway, something like that. If you're going to be charging by credit card, they do require a $25 deposit to get started, and they usually want to keep that account with cash in it. So you are kind of giving it's like a Clipper card in that you have to leave money in that account. Excuse me. You have to leave money in that account, and you can't touch it until you close that account. Now, if you want to do cash or check, which I can see why some people might not want the credit card on file, things like that, but it's going to be a little bit more of a pain, as you have to have at least a $50 deposit. So you have to double your deposit amount, which is kind of crazy. You know, it's stupid, but that's just how it is. Do you want to use it or do you not? That should get you started with everything. Yes, it works for motorcycles. Yes, you can do it with carpool, things like that. Be careful. Some freeways, carpool is 3 or more. Some freeways, carpool or the express lanes are 2 or more. Check the sign. You can see here it says 2+. Sometimes this might say HOV 3+. Make sure you have 3 people in the car. Otherwise, you might get a nice big ticket as well. Moving along, what are the current bridge prices? So they're pretty expensive. Antioch Bridge, a typical car is $5. If you have a trailer, it's $15. If you have a trailer with 2 axles, it's $20. If you have a trailer, it starts getting up. Benicia Martinez Bridge, same price. The Carquinez, same price. Dumbarton, same price. Golden Gate, a lot more. But if you have Fastrak, you see you get a discount there. So you definitely want the Fastrak if you're going across the Golden Gate multiple times. $675 or $775. Richmond, San Rafael, same price as all the others, $5 for now. San Francisco, Oakland. So here you go. It depends if you're carpool or not. So Saturday and Sunday, it's the same as the rest. Monday through Friday, it's a little cheaper. And Monday through Friday, if you go during the peak hours, it's actually a little more expensive. So they do this so they don't get as much traffic on the busy times. They're thinking if we can get people to save a little money, maybe they'll choose to come into San Francisco or leave San Francisco at non-rush hour times. And then lastly, the San Mateo Hayward Bridge, 5 or 15 if you have a trailer. So it adds up. Express lanes, I think the cost, it's anywhere from 50 cents to $7.50. For the Sunol, the 237, 30 cents to $4.75. Average toll is $1.60. On 580, up to $13. Let me tell you stories. You know, I'm on my motorcycle. I drive this 581 occasionally. And I'll be driving, and I could just tell when somebody is just tired of waiting in those slow lanes, and they're just like, I want to get home, and they go in there. So I could see somebody paying $10, and the fact that you have like this little transponder, and you don't actually see the dollars leave your account, like it's just like a little beep beep. You know, it's kind of like using a credit card. You can get into credit card debt pretty easily, but I mean, it makes sense from an economical standpoint, supply and demand. You know, if you can afford, we'll raise the price, and as long as that lane keeps moving, we'll keep raising as long as there's people going, and then we raise the price. And if that does distribute the traffic, then as far as economics go, it's a system that might work. I have to say though, those express lanes are nice if you can go in them. If you can't go in them, I know you're probably bitter, upset, and it does suck. So those are the express lanes. That's the average toll on the bridges. It'll probably go up as we need more tax dollars, things like that. The Fastrak might change a little bit as things go forward. But I have two. I keep one in my car and one in my pocket for my motorcycle. You can add as many vehicles. You can add quite a few vehicles. I don't know as many, but it's like 5, 6, 7, no problem. And then with the car one, I keep it in my glove box or my center console, and then I put it out when I need it. I know a lot of other people that just stick it on their windshield or stick it on their dashboard. I haven't heard of many thefts with this thing because it's really easy to cancel them. So just put it where it makes sense. You know, don't put it like underneath your car or in your trunk. Like as long as it's somewhat visible or through glass, you should be fine. So with that said, I hope I answered most of your questions. If you do have any further questions or anything like that, comment below. I'm pretty good about reading comments and answering. If you could, subscribe to the channel. Maybe throw a little like if you enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys on the next one.